Hey everybody, just wanted to check in with you guys. Another video. This is an old friend of mine, Stephen Collins. Very talented guy in a lot of ways. Great actor,
Thank you.
excellent musician, plays with some of my buddies, Lawrence Juber, John Walmsley,
Jim
had
Cox.
Jim Cox, what an unbelievable keyboard player, and star of Seventh Heaven, amongst other things, one of the most
And-
working actors ever.
Most recently, The Three Stooges.
The Three Stooges,
Yes, I'm in
okay.
The Stooges movie. So it was
I've been accused of being one of the Stooges myself, but I've never been paid for it, you know, so.
nobody confused me with the Stooge this time, but except maybe in essence.
And also good friends with Christopher Guest, an old friend of mine.
Friend who first brought me to this place,
Right,
where I
So-
bought a.
Gretsch.
No, the first thing I bought here, I did buy a Gretsch later, but the first thing I bought, which you and Chris helped me pick out, was a Nocaster.
Good for you.
Yes.
You still have that guitar?
I still have it. It
Good for you, really
it's,
good for
it's,
you.
Well, it was even then. I bought it here in 1982 or 3, and it was for better or worse, the body's refinished, but the neck and headstock are
Well,
original.
I always say if you bought it in '82, I'm always glad to give you your money back at this point. Of course, it's worth a hell of a lot of money
I
right
wonder
now.
what-
You know,
I have
so-
no idea. Wait, I'll have to bring it by for your
Well,
assessment.
many thousands, much more than you paid for
It's-
it, I'm
I
sure.
remember that I paid $1,200 for it.
Well, as I say,
And that was
we have a special right now where I am
You
giving
just-
money back.
Wow, this
So,
is great. So I mean, I could just bring it in here.
You could bring it in and I could
and you
write
would
a
give
check
me the
immediately.
$1,200.
Absolutely.
This is like finding money.
See? It's
Wow.
like free rentals at Norm's Rare
Come
Guitars.
to
You just
Norm's
keep
Rare
it like
Guitars.
28,
He's just
30
what a guy.
years.
What a match.
30 years.
30.
And I give you your money back. No
Wow.
questions asked.
Wow.
See?
That's all I can say is, wow. Okay. You know, yeah.
And Stephen was saying that when Spinal Tap was playing, you went up and what tune did you do with them?
Well, I did they usually, their finale is, when they perform live, is usually Big Bottom, and everyone on stage is playing bass. So
One of my favorites.
Harry and
Who else was up there? When,
well, aside from Chris and Harry Shearer and Michael McKean, that night was Ry Cooder and Dweezil.
another terrible player.
Yeah, and Dweezil
Dweezil,
Zappa.
another guy who can't play, you know.
And
so.
yeah, and that was at the Greek.
But everybody loves Spinal Tap. And I had a friend of mine from London who had a music store. And I was invited to the premiere of the movie. And I brought him to the premiere. And he's kind of a serious guy. And he went, they'll never like this in London. You know, and, you know, it's been
Wrong
such a
again.
great, yeah,
again.
that's what I said to him at the time. And, you know, what a great cult movie, you know, for so
And
many
one of the
years.
saddest things in my career, in a way, one of the ones is that when they shot Spinal Tap, and of course they had no idea it would become what it's become. I was doing a TV series called Tales of the Gold Monkey, my first series.
Uh-huh.
And Rob Reiner, who directed Spinal Tap, called me and said, we just need you, we can basically fit you in any day in the month of November. So I called the producer of the show and I said, can I get out just one day next month to be in this movie that my friends are making?
Right.
And he said, let me check. And he checked the schedule and he said, we can't let you out. I was the star of the show, and they said, we would have to shut down shooting for a day. The studio won't let us do that. So sorry, tell your friends sorry. And I said, well, too bad, guys.
Yeah. Same thing
knowing
happened to
it.
me with all my movie career.
Yes,
You know,
you should have been in
I
Spinal
just
Tap,
didn't.
too.
You know something? When they were doing Spinal Tap, they were looking for somebody to play keyboard because they went through like 4 keyboard players. I think
Right.
one of them, either keyboard or drums, but one of the guys explodes or
that's right.
implodes
Drummers.
or something like
Drummers
that.
explode.
Yeah. So at the time I had real long hair and everything, and they were talking to me about it. I said it would be a joke. I'm not an actor or anything like that. You know, Chris mentioned it to me at the time, but it would have been.
However,
it could have been my debut. But
well, your guitar collection is prominently on display.
Absolutely.
In Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know who, by the way, who played my part that I didn't get to play in Spinal
Who's
Tap? Fran Drescher. They went a different way. with the role.
I guess.
They kind of, once I couldn't do it, they reconceived.
Wasn't that her like first big part?
I think
or
it
something?
was. Yeah.
And what was her character? Bobby Fleckman.
Bobby Fleckman.
There
Very
you
good.
go. See?
Yes. Yeah.
What a mind. I couldn't change the tire if my life depended on it, but I can remember little facts
That's
like
impressive.
that.
That's
so.
impressive. Yeah.
Well, Stephen, thank you for coming in. Always a pleasure. Great
Thank you.
to
And I'll
see
be
you.
back with the No-Caster because,
Okay,
hey,
absolutely.
what an
Well,
offer.
you know,
What an offer.
I am a great guy. So
You're a man.
thank you so
And a
much.
half.
Give my best to Chris and the gang.
Will do.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
You bet.